Any dreamer can have new ideas, but a true leader brings those ideas to life for others' benefit. Darrell Anderson is a leader who has turned ideas into reality for decades.
He's highly sought after, whether it's the llama industry, the cattle industry, the pork industry, working with groups about strategic thinking, strategic planning, and visionary statements. There may be 20 people around the table that think differently and have different opinions, but by the end of about 3 hours, he seems to be able to create some agreement amongst the group. And it was always fun to watch him do that and work with producers.
Darrell's family's swine farm in southwestern Minnesota was the breeding ground for his work ethic and interest in livestock. At 8 years old, he bought his first ewe and began raising purebred sheep. After high school, he earned his degree in animal science from South Dakota State University and then went on to graduate school. There, he judged livestock alongside his fellow coach and mentor, Dr. Dan G. Darrell has always focused his energy on helping others achieve what previously they had only dreamed. As the Extension Director in Cottonwood County, Minnesota, he took a 4-H group from having no judging program to winning the National 4-H Livestock Judging Championship in 3 short years. Those early years of investing in others' young lives were important to him.
And in 1980, we won the national contest, so it was a real treat, and that's probably my highest moment of experience at that particular level of that county. We had a great bunch of kids, and they had a passion for judging livestock, and they wanted to learn more about it, and so it was really fun working with those young people.
After working at the First Bank of Windham, Minnesota, as well as auctioneering and judging, in 1987, the Yorkshire Breed Association offered Darrell his dream job. As their executive secretary, he introduced and implemented the STAGES program as a way to provide testing and genetic evaluation systems to producers. He also introduced the Tested Best show at World Pork Expo in 1988, which a few years later created some great memories.
Probably the most special moment of that was in 1993, I think, when a boar from Ohio walked in the ring and the 5 judges flipped up their cards and it was 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. And he had a perfect score, and in fact they called him Perfect 10, and he sold that next day for a world record selling price at that time for a Yorkshire boar.
In the 1990s, Darrell cast a historical vision for the purebred swine industry. Market conditions, producers' operational changes, and the high cost of maintaining multiple associations moved Darrell and others to create the National Swine Registry. The Duroc, Hampshire, and Yorkshire associations, and later the Landrace Association, were brought under one umbrella to serve as producers of all 4 breeds. Such a monumental change faced its share of challenges, but Darrell's even-handed, calm wisdom prevailed, so all parties felt listened to and respected.
Darrell was, I believe, the right man at the right time and at the right place to bring all of the independent breed associations together under one roof. And I'm not sure that there was anybody else out there that could accomplish that.
Forming the NSR accomplished several goals, including implementing the STAGES program, which Darrell had developed while directing the National Yorkshire Association.
Probably one of his more important contributions to the swine industry, as I see it today, is that he helped develop at one time the largest base of genetic improvement and selection through the STAGES program that was there and available at that time.
Another program that Darrell was monumental in helping develop while at the National Swine Registry was forming the National Junior Swine Association in the year 2000. Darrell had begun a similar program in the early 80s as president of the National Suffolk Sheep Association. The National Junior Swine Association exists to prepare and develop youth to be the future leaders of the purebred swine industry. From small beginnings, it has grown tremendously.
The swine industry did not have a junior association there to help stimulate the interest of students to seek that as an industry, a career choice for them. And so that now has grown to be one of the largest youth livestock organizations we have in the world. And so it's been very successful from that standpoint.
Darrell's skill in strategic planning also served the newly formed NSR. Without it, many people's efforts would have been lost.
Darrell was one of the very first people that I worked with in a long-range strategic plan clear back in the 1990s when we didn't do that like we do today. But I can remember very vividly, we spent almost 2 days in his office doing a long-range strategic plan. So I count that as one of the more memorable things that we've done.
Over the years, Darrell has passed many milestones, received countless awards, and been involved in setting several records, including auctioneering world record llama sales reaching over $300,000 for a single sale. Since retiring from the NSR in 2011, Darrell and his wife Merlene have enjoyed more time together. In 2013, they started a national llama show, March Llama Madness, which has grown into the largest and most successful llama show in the country. They also enjoy time with their 2 sons, Benjamin and Greg, and their families. 5 grandkids keep them busy and filled with pride. From the looks of it, Darrell will have ample opportunity to invest in young lives and give them a vision for a better future. As he reflects on those he has influenced, Darrell is quick to thank them for their role in his life too.
I think back, and there's been a lot of folks that have given me opportunities that maybe wouldn't have seemed like they was such a good idea at the time. And there's a lot of others. There are a lot of board members over the years that have been supporters of mine, and I appreciate all the support they've given me. And the staff members, I was blessed with such an incredible staff, and I was so honored to have so many of those young people working for me. So many of them have gone on and made a very successful name for themselves in other aspects of the industry.
Time does not allow us to adequately thank you, Darrell, for all that you have given, shared, and empowered so many to do. As one dear friend says,
I appreciate the fact that you taught a young man how to be a great leader. I appreciate the fact that you value honesty and integrity. I appreciate the fact that you're humble and you're truly a great example of servant leadership.
Darrell, for all that you have done and been, we thank you and we congratulate you on being this year's recipient of the National Pork Board's Distinguished Service Award.